plow. This goes back 10 or 15 acres. And he lives here all by himself. Uncle Bob and Uncle Lloyd just left for the pensioners' picnic. That's the old Otterbein Methodist Church. Pratt Street, Romo Seltzer Tower. Holiday Inn there on the right with that revolving restaurant.
Put the lens cover back on.
Well, that's not the only way you can prove that you weren't taking pictures,
The lens cover,
right?
but it's not on.
Not right now, it isn't.
It's a zoom in to, now it's on.
30?
Yeah, move around a little
Well, this
bit.
will move regardless.
He's gonna break the camera.
Regardless of what I'm doing, Butch. You know? When, you know, all my kids have one now. Except
Oh, really?
I think Mary, John's got one, Rick has got one.
We don't have a video camera.
Honey,
They've reached the
we
point where you
can't
can
keep hold
afford it.
of a camera.
That's true. I couldn't imagine taking a video recorder camera down and have it
I
sold.
know. Well, how much
Well,
should we
we
pay
painted
for
that
something
from the
like
wall.
Well,
that?
this one on the wall, this looks like something we saw on television recently.
Well, that's my last self-portrait.
Well, the one we saw on TV looked a little bit like that. She was running a health club.
And, like exercise business.
Yeah, well, she had a health club.
But everybody ran around with no clothes on or something?
Oh, no.
They had
But-
clothes on, but...
Well, I had the idea that
We bought a beautiful door because we thought we were going to put it out there.
On that side
You know,
of
for
the
the
house.
public side of the house, right?
And then we got to thinking, well, you'd have more counter space
If you didn't do
if I didn't do that.
Took the door out.
Because the chimney goes in the inside, on the inside of the house when you built these houses back then.
Yeah.
So it's going to totally mess up wall space and counter space. So we're going to take those two windows out, put smaller windows in, and we're going to counter a big U-kitchen.
it's to a solarium, you know, really.
Because they poured 3
You did the whole framing on that,
And then
Yeah, I made the moldings.
right?
And the crown
the outside walls
Right,
are
in
like
your
12
shop, do you have a,
Downstairs.
do you have a shaper in
And
there?
it's 10
No, I did it with a router, all with a small router.
And in the basement,
And then the stained glass above the front door, actually stained glass made, recut and made into a new design. That's antique glass.
Now, did Margaret do that, or did you?
No, we bought that.
You
We
bought
made the
that.
frame for it.
Right.
And the one above the door, we bought to put above the other door, but we figured it would take away from the door itself.
I agree with
So I
you.
fitted it into there. And it works perfect.
It does.
And now, basement.
You're gonna leave that plain glass up there.
In here, yeah, that's,
This is the way into the basement.
yeah, now be very careful with these steps, Rick.
Okay. Oh, these are steep.
They're
You know what these remind me of? Your dad's stairs, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Huh? I guess all the houses over here had these steep
Yeah.
stairs, didn't they?
Just be very careful coming down.
I'll do that. The important thing is that the stairs are solid.
Oh, yes.
And this is the shop. You do have a nice shop down here, really.
This is, I made this up for the window to go above it. That's the framing for it. And this is the window that's going to go above the back door.
Oh, yeah, that is going to be nice. That's the outside door now,
Yeah, the outside, and going
Yeah.
outside, it's dusty.
right? Get that all sanded down. You get your own sander here?
Got belt sander,
Belt
bomb
sander.
sander, router table,
Oh, that's great.
radio arm saw, circular saw.
Well, for an #1 military trained mechanic, it's a lot easier to play with wood, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
A lot cleaner, too.
But what we're going to do, I'm going to make my own kitchen cabinets. But before we do the kitchen, we're going to put in this shop on the back of the garage.
Right, right. Listen, that's
Make the
number
garage
one,
bigger.
isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the way, I'll tell you, any man that doesn't have a shop is missing something, isn't he?
And so, we got this set up fairly functional,
Right.
but it's still so cramped. So something pretty good.
Boy, that does smell good.
Red cedar. That's what we're
And
going to make.
did you get a cedar tree? I mean,
No,
timber
I bought
material, you
this.
bought it? That must have been expensive.
Less expensive than white pine.
Truthfully, where do you find cedar cheaper than white pine?
Reisterstown lumber.
My gosh, do they know what they're doing up there?
I have no idea, but there's some beautiful.
Usually you pay a premium for cedar.
And I'm making all the other, and
I like your shop. You've got gas heat here, haven't you?
yeah, we just changed over to gas. We had oil.
Yeah, I noticed that when we switched over, we had an old coal banger.
Yeah.
Your dad was
This was-
talking about.
And that came from here to here. So we dug all of this out and then all of that out under there.
Your wife was, well, you were telling me when we came back in, and you put in the,
And we did the block work, the concrete work,
did a
and all.
nice job by yourself. I'm gonna show this film to Dave when I see him. He's gonna enjoy this.
It's amazing.
It is, you did a nice
Glass
job.
car.
I like the way you put the windows in for light. That makes good sense in a basement window. You don't need,
And it's secure.
sure, that's the key, isn't it? And you've got this all insulated? Right.
I gotta punch through this wall to put my sewage in for the bathroom. Looks the thickness of that
Oh,
wall.
that's rock too. That's sandstone.
Nigger written through my bed, quick tour up the upstairs.
All right.
Watch your step.
I got her. Yeah, these are narrow. And there's not too much you can do about these, is
You
there?
know, there's no way you can change it. Now,
The only thing you do is put in an elevator.
so I could break this out here and come in through the kitchen.
Come in the side.
The kitchen down that way.
That would make sense, wouldn't
But
it?
then I'd take that room out of the
Then you
kitchen.
steal out of the kitchen.
Yes. Take your,
Here we are on our way upstairs.
yeah, this was my first Christmas present to Margaret.
This window.
The
right here, put that
octagon
one.
window.
That one wasn't in there before,
No,
right? There was nothing there.
Yeah, and I had trouble with this wall, that it's the plaster with the slats behind it. When I went to cut it out, it all cracked, and I had to do all the brown coating and plastering, and,
Our old place doesn't have any cracks in the walls, which is
well,
great.
we had a couple, I had a water leak there. That's the
Whoa.
window we put in.
Was that window when you put in? That's
Yes.
beautiful. I'm telling you, that really, can you throw the light on for a minute? That's almost like a cathedral
I tell
window.
you, it's beautiful when the sun sets
And you get the light,
and you're laying in the bathtub just soaking, relaxing in a hot tub of water, and the sun just lights that up with the different colors. It's beautiful.
this is the one that you put the
We put
weights
that-
in the,
Yeah, I made the weights for that. Sash weights.
you had to enlarge that window too, did you?
I had to cut the window down.
Oh, cut it down, you reduced the size.
Mm-hmm. Old sleigh back bed.
Right, yeah, this is an antique itself.
Mm-hmm. And I
You
made,
made this bed.
yeah. And I put
Oh my gosh, wasn't that a wonderful idea?
with cedar in it for sheets,
Yeah,
for
right.
sweaters and everything.
And that high bed is a great idea, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. King size. There's two more
So-
drawers down here on this end.
On the other side as well, on the foot. My golly, the last time I saw anything like that, it was in Europe.
This is my curtain, but the wind blew it down the other day.
Where does that go now?
This usually sits right here.
Oh, that's your curtain. That's a unique curtain, isn't it? That's nice, yeah. Right. You'll find some place to put that
I'm
eventually.
gonna hang it from chains here.
And just hang it right up. That's a neat idea, I like that, Butch.
I set it down here so it don't get busted up. Expensive and heavy.
Right, well, when you see something that you like or
You buy it.
you buy it, that's the way to go, really.
Another platform bed.
Right, great.
I don't have drawers in, I just lift that up and I put extra air conditioners in there.
Right, that's great.
For summer.
You don't have an attic here, do you?
Yes.
Do you have an attic?
Where she does all her jewelry work.
Right. Oh, she's got everything in it. Boy, she's got a lapidary shop, huh? Makes the jewelry,
Mm-hmm. Steam machine, polisher.
everything. I'll tell you, that's great, isn't it? She's been doing this for quite some time too, hasn't she?
We'll put replacement windows in. And I had a hard time finding a replacement window that I could still use the shutters.
So what did you do, build the frame yourself?
No, I bought a Marvin, it's vinyl clad on the outside, natural wood on the inside, and you have these that go in the side that hold them in. And it looks like the original window.
That's right, and they stay up there by friction. You don't
They
have,
got
oh, do they have the,
they got a sash.
they have
spring.
sash cords?
Not cord, spring.
A sash, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, they got
Yeah.
a sash spring, yeah. 'Cause, and that way they
And
stay
they
up.
tilt in.
Yeah, and they step up, well, that's a wonderful way, because then you can wash them. Oh,
Tight.
no, don't.
Shows you how often I take them out.
Yeah, isn't that neat? When you wanna wash them.
And
you
they're
just
vinyl
pull
clad
it.
on the
Oh,
outside.
that's neat, look at that. Pull in, sash spring, goes right back in, see? That's great.
And then our attic,
Goes on up
It's
here.
kinda neat.
Oh my golly, this house is big. You know that?
and this is where we
These
work
stairs
out.
going up on the attic are great, aren't they?
Down for a workout room.
Oh, hey. Right. That's nice. You had air conditioning up. You got your exercise by TV.
Yeah, she does tapes, and of
Right.
course I do the lifting of the weights, and
This is nice, really. Is that, now that looks like a mold for a
guitar. That's the old man next door had that,
And he built
gave
one.
it to me
Well, isn't that nice?
before he passed
Well,
away.
with the type of woodwork you do and all, eventually you may end up making musical
I
instruments.
might,
Right,
yeah, I retire, I'll play with them if we can still get wood then when I retire.
right. Well, you got 20 years
15
before
more
you do that.
years. 15 years.
Time flies too, Butch.
Yes, it
Let me
does.
tell
So
you.
that's
And you got,
right.
that's great.
I'll
put-
come up here or something.
Oh,
But that's,
the floor would support it too, wouldn't it? I mean, looking at what you got in the basement.
it would hold it.
Sure. That's quite a collection of tools.
Yes, it is.
And the important thing is to know how to use them, isn't it?
She's good. She's a very talented lady.
I know it's 5:30 rolling around for you. It was certainly nice visiting with you tonight.
We've been together 5 years.
5 years now, huh? She's a nice girl. I enjoyed meeting her. Very nice when I came, you know?
I'm glad you stopped by, I really am.
Yeah, well, I was disappointed, Butch, that you weren't, that's the thing, you heard me ask about you.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe that Shirley or someone wouldn't call you.
No, same when A&B died, they didn't tell me until when they were coming, came back from the funeral. They told me to come from the funeral.
That's not right.
I said, great, I'm glad you know, maybe you'll think about it, let me know.
Right. Well, I hope that one day you and Margaret will come down our way and, you know,
I said I didn't have to
visit
do
with
what I
us.
did.
A little undercurrent with your mom. Right. So you're 17, what happens? Are you sitting in the family room? I don't know, what was this couple?